Hey friends, and welcome back to day number 4 of Vlogmas. Now, let me just say this. I've been doing my makeup and everything like that to record these videos. Today I have not because your girl is sick. Yeah, a little cold is trying to come for me, but it did not take me out so that I could not come up and share another Vlogmas make with you. So today we're going to be taking some old cuts of fabric and we're going to be turning it into fabric gift wrapping. I know, it's the best. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so obviously for this project, we're going to be needing fabric. This is the perfect project if you have like a half-yard cut of a woven fabric that is left over from a project, or if you have a new cut that you're just like, hey, I'm actually probably not going to use this anymore. So like I've got this quilting cotton. This is a cotton from Art Gallery Fabrics. This is a raw silk. And then this is just your basic quilting cotton. So all of these would work wonderfully for this. The other thing that you'll need is either a sewing machine or a serger. In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like to make them on both a serger as well as a sewing machine. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to have to do obviously is choose your fabric that you're going to use. Keep in mind that this fabric does need to be a large enough cut for you to be able to actually cover whatever it is that you're wrapping. I do have a couple of examples of things that I can wrap in the upper corner. So next thing you want to make sure that you do is press it out, okay? Now, normally I won't say I am anti-iron, but you want to make sure that when you're cutting the fabric pieces that it's been pressed, so that way the cuts are accurate. Okay, and then from there, we're going to go ahead and just measure out the fabric based upon what it is that you're wrapping. The goal is to make sure that the fabric ends up kind of in the middle of whatever item it is that you're wrapping. So I'm wrapping this up a couple of times just to kind of see how it can fit, because you do want it to be able to wrap around, but you have to leave a little bit of space for hemming or for finishing those edges so that they don't fray. Once you go ahead and decide on the length and the size that you're going to need to cut that, you can either use your fabric shears, or in this case, I'm going ahead to use my rotary cutter and ruler just to make sure that those lines are nice and straight. The first way that we're going to do this fabric wrapping paper is by using the sewing machine. In order for us to be able to do that, we're going to press down the edges, not once, but twice. So we're going to be making a very narrow hem, or you can make it thicker, whatever is best for you. But I'm folding my fabric over 2 times, and the first time is about 1/4 of an inch, and the second time is about 1/2 of an inch to make it so that way, once I've stitched that in place, we don't have any fabric that frays. Okay, so you're going to want to take your machine over, and we're going to be stitching as close to the edge of the fold as you can get. The reason why is because we want to hold that fabric down. And so you're going to do this around all 4 corners or borders of the fabric in order to make sure that this fabric does not fray and stays in place. The second method to creating this is by utilizing your serger with a rolled hem finish. The reason why this is a really great way to do this is because it takes away all of the possibility of fraying while giving it a really narrow finish to the edges. This is one of my favorite methods to use because it's so simple, it's so easy, and you don't have to use the iron nearly as much. You're going to go ahead and do that rolled hem around all 4 sides of the fabric as well. Okay, so now we finished up both versions of it. This is what the finished hem looks like. So as you can see here, there's a beautiful hem, and this looks really good. Our second version is with the rolled hem, which also looks so beautiful. Look at how beautiful this hem looks. That rolled hem is definitely a favorite of mine. But let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like to wrap. So I'm gonna go ahead and utilize one of the bags from our stores to show how the wrapping looks. So again, the important thing is to center the item in the middle of the wrapping. And then even if you have to fold it under to make sure that the wrapping actually fabric piece ends in the middle of it, then that's fine. Just go ahead and fold it over. Then you're going to go ahead and grab both of the sides, the endings of it, and tie it into a knot. And look at how pretty this looks. Fantastic. I love this. You can double knot it or you can just leave it as is. Now let's take a look at what it looks like to wrap a different present. All right, friends, and just like that, we have gone ahead and made 2 different styles of wrapping fabric, I guess we could call it. The best part about this is that this is the gift that keeps on giving in the best possible way. So after these pieces have been unwrapped, this fabric can be used for just about anything, whether it's for their gift wrap or you can just utilize it in a different way. If you're giving gifts to another creator, I'm sure that they will think of something that will work for them. And with that, day 4 of Vlogmas is over. So don't forget to come back tomorrow, which is day 5, and I will be sewing live. So what are we making live tomorrow? We're going to be making dino chicken nuggies. I have to be honest, this is a pattern that I love for myself, but my kids go crazy for it too. I've already made a couple and they're already gone because they have become gifts as well as other things for other people's children. So tomorrow we'll be making those. If you're like, hey girl, I want to sew along with you, make sure that you download the pattern from Patterns for Pirates. It's part of their freebies for this year, and get your Sherpa ready to go and we'll be sewing together. Until tomorrow, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so that way we can get this party really going. All right, friends, I'll see you tomorrow.